Welcome to Jamaica, Queens in the 1960s, a dynamic and thriving neighborhood in the heart of New York City. Located in the borough of Queens, this vibrant community was centered around the bustling Jamaica Avenue, with its distinctive grid of residential streets and commercial corridors stretching outward. Notable landmarks dotted the landscape, creating a unique urban tapestry that defined this remarkable area. The streets of Jamaica, Queens were lined with characteristic brownstones and row houses, their distinctive architectural features reflecting the area's rich history. Along Jamaica Avenue, colorful storefronts buzzed with activity as shopkeepers displayed their wares and residents went about their daily routines. The seamless blend of residential and commercial spaces created a perfect balance, with quiet, tree-lined streets just steps away from the energetic shopping districts. As evening fell across Jamaica, Queens, families gathered around dinner tables, sharing stories of their day and enjoying home-cooked meals together. These daily rituals strengthened family bonds and created lasting memories. Extended family members often lived nearby, making impromptu visits and Sunday dinners a regular occurrence. These gatherings were more than just meals. They were the foundation of community life, where traditions were passed down through generations. Each morning, the streets came alive with children making their way to school, their footsteps echoing along the sidewalks. Many wore neat uniforms, carrying books and lunchboxes, as they walked in groups to their local schools. The community kept a watchful eye on these young students, with parents, neighbors, and crossing guards ensuring their safe journey. The morning school commute was a social time where friendships flourished and community bonds strengthened. Inside the classrooms, education followed the structured approach typical of the 1960s. Teachers wrote carefully on blackboards while students sat in neat rows, learning fundamental subjects like mathematics, English, and science. Special emphasis was placed on penmanship and memorization, while activities like music and art provided creative outlets. The school day was punctuated by the familiar sound of bells, marking periods and recess times. After school, the streets transformed into playgrounds as children engaged in beloved games. The crack of a broomstick hitting a rubber ball echoed through the neighborhood during intense stickball matches. Girls gathered for jumping rope sessions, their rhythmic chants filling the air, while hopscotch courts chalked on sidewalks hosted spirited competitions. These games were more than just play. They were vital social activities that brought children together and taught important life lessons about teamwork and fair play. The local shops were the heartbeat of Jamaica, Queens, each one holding a special place in residents' hearts. Corner stores stocked penny candy and household necessities, while family-run delis served up favorite sandwiches. The local ice cream parlor was a beloved destination on hot summer days, and the hardware store owner knew everyone by name. These establishments weren't just businesses. They were community institutions where neighbors caught up on local news and shared their daily lives. The music scene in Jamaica, Queens was electric and diverse, reflecting the neighborhood's rich cultural tapestry. Local venues hosted everything from jazz performances to early rock and roll shows. Record stores became gathering spots for music lovers, with the latest hits playing through speakers onto the street. The neighborhood produced its own talented musicians, who often started by performing on street corners before moving on to bigger venues. Getting around Jamaica, Queens meant having various transportation options at your disposal. The distinctive rumble of the elevated subway line was a constant presence, while sleek 1960s automobiles cruised the streets. City buses provided essential connections throughout the neighborhood, their routes well known to residents who relied on them for daily commutes. The transportation hub at Jamaica Center was a crucial gateway, connecting the community to the rest of New York City. Throughout the year, cultural celebrations brought the whole community together in joyous gatherings. Street fairs filled the air with the aromas of diverse cuisines, while festivals showcased the neighborhood's rich cultural heritage. These events highlighted the beautiful diversity of Jamaica, Queens, where people from different backgrounds came together to share their traditions, creating a unique and inclusive community spirit. Weekends and evenings in Jamaica, Queens had their own special rhythm. Families enjoyed outings to local movie theaters, while teenagers gathered at ice cream parlors and diners. Community centers hosted dance events and social gatherings, providing safe and enjoyable spaces for recreation. The streets remained lively into the evening, with neighbors chatting on stoops and children playing under streetlights until being called home. The spirit of 1960s Jamaica, Queens was truly something special. A tight-knit community where neighbors looked out for each other and everyone felt like family. This was more than just a neighborhood. It was a place where lasting friendships were forged, where children grew up surrounded by positive influences, and where the bonds of community transcended all boundaries. The legacy of this remarkable era continues to influence and inspire, reminding us of the power of community and the enduring spirit of Jamaica, Queens.